This video is full of tips and tricks for new and returning Against the Storm players. I won't mess about, we'll get right into it, but if you do find the video useful, please consider leaving a like and a comment for the algorithm gods. I'm going to do things a bit differently and start with what I think are the absolute best time savers in this game. First, you may have already noticed that when you hover your mouse over a product, you'll see a breakdown of which buildings produce that product. Very useful, but what you'll also notice is when you already have one of those buildings, its name will appear in blue, along with the efficiency star rating. So not only is this a quick and easy way to know if you can already produce a product, but if you have multiple choices, you can easily see which is the more efficient building to go with. Next up, during the storm, one of the best things you can do is unassign all of your woodcutters by clicking this button here. By doing that, you'll see an instant drop in your forest hostility as the number of woodcutters you have working massively increases hostility. You'll need to ensure you have plenty of fuel to keep your hearth burning, but this could easily be the difference between success and failure in a storm. Now, before we go any further, here are some useful key bindings you may have missed. Hold B to highlight all the available resources you've discovered across the map. It's incredibly useful. Hold Alt to show your worker allocation and use your mouse wheel to cycle through the different species, so you can easily add, remove, and arrange which species is performing which job. Hold Control to show which products each building can make, their efficiency denoted by the star rating, and you can even switch the different production lines on and off. Holding Z shows your blight rot overview, including how many cysts you have on each building, as they can otherwise be rather difficult to spot. Holding Tab shows and allows you to control your rain punk engines with left and right clicks. These key bindings are all easily found in the key bindings menu, along with many others, but I thought I'd highlight these particular key bindings as they are absolute game changers. At the beginning of the game, it can be difficult to know what exactly to build. So here is a suggestion whenever you start a new settlement. Construct 2 woodcutter camps, ideally near your warehouse, so they don't have far to travel. Construct paths around your warehouse, hearth, and in between to speed up travel. Lay down 4 houses near your hearth so you have plenty of living space, and 4 benches behind your hearth to increase your hearth level as quickly as possible. It's also useful to build a crude workstation to give you the basic building materials, and I'd build a trading post ASAP, as there's no reason not to, and trading is so powerful in this game. When instructing your woodcutters, holding Shift for a small reticle gives you more precise control, and be sure to switch your woodcutters to Avoid Glades Except Marked so you don't unexpectedly break into a glade and set off a timer at an inconvenient time. You can also hold down Control when painting trees to automatically avoid glades. If you don't know which building will collect a particular resource, never fear. Just click the resource and you'll see the preview of buildings that can collect it. If you have that building unlocked, you can select it from there and build it in no time. Nice and easy. Remember that assigning a different species to the hearth will provide a different bonus. I don't want to spoil your journey of discovery, but harpies are rather useful when keeping the hearth burning. It's worth bearing in mind that workers don't actually go to their houses, so feel free to build them out of the way, within range of your hearth of course, and the same goes for trading posts. It doesn't really matter where you place them. Do not underestimate the power of paths. They are beautiful and practical. Build many paths and don't forget to construct smaller warehouses, as the more you can reduce your workers' travel time, the better. Here's a brief explanation of how rain punk engines and blight rot work. Firstly, you'll need to collect the 3 types of water, either through a rain collector that collects the type of rain depending on the season you're in, or through the relevant coloured geyser. A balance of the 3 colours is important as different types of buildings consume different types of water. Once you install pipes, you have the option to use the relevant type of rainwater to either boost production or improve the worker resolve. This is all well and good, but after a certain amount of time, you'll notice cysts appearing on that building, which are harmless until the storm starts. Then they begin to corrupt your hearth. They also spread, so you'll want to construct a blight post and create purging fire so that during the storm, your workers can go around and flamethrower the shit out of the cysts before they spread and become too much of a problem. My final words of advice: don't rush your choice of buildings and your choice of orders. It's worth taking your time to see which resources you discover in your first couple of glades before committing to your first building. For example, if you find a bunch of clay in your next glade, then it makes sense to unlock the brickyard and make a ton of bricks. They'll always be useful and you can trade away the excess. Wait until you have a reason to unlock your next building or order. Don't just do it for the sake of it. It's also useful to click the little magnifying glass on each building for a full preview of what they can produce and the products they consume to produce them. If you have any tips and tricks of your own, please include them in the comments below. I have a full in-depth review video of Against the Storm that you might find of interest. And if you found the video useful, why not leave a like and a comment to help the video reach others out in the YouTube ether. And I'll see you in the next one.